Episode 47. Detroit basketball.
Good morning, good morning. Real Estate Tailgate, what's going on, fellas?
What's
What is
going on?
Sir Micah Mitchell? How is it in Florida?
Cold. A little chilly. It's been nice. It's been nice, but yeah, I was telling you guys earlier, it got down to 37 last night, so high 55 today. But just yesterday and today, other than that, it's been great weather, so it's supposed to warm back up tomorrow. How is it in Detroit?
It's like 30 to 34 right now.
Yeah. No, I saw it was 13 this morning.
Oh, yeah. Right now
It
it's
must have warmed up
22.
quick.
High
There
22.
you go.
Supposed to
There
be
you
a high
go.
of 34 today.
There you go.
And then a low of 17. But
There you
it'll
go.
start to climb up Friday and Saturday. So at least we got that.
Perfect. I'll be home.
Yeah, bring back some of that warm weather, please.
I hope so.
We had a good little stretch there.
This morning was the coldest morning of this week, supposed to be. So,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Good. Well, Sunday's March 1st, so
Yes.
Already?
hopefully, yeah. So hopefully I can see the spring coming. Hopefully. It's Michigan, you never know.
This is true.
So,
Yeah, you see it down there because you're in Florida.
yeah. I tried to have a nice sunny backdrop for you guys. I'm looking out at the sunshine, but it didn't work out too good on my camera. So Walter, our producer, had me turn everything around. So you get a boring backdrop.
It's okay.
No,
You can see part of the
good.
reflection in your glasses,
Okay.
so we get a little idea of what's happening. So, but
So what's going on? Got the Pistons hat on.
I
Get
do.
right into it, huh?
Yeah,
Pistons finally lost a game last night.
yeah, they did, and man, that was
I didn't catch it. I did not catch it last night. My wife took over the TV with Netflix, but I was watching the score on my phone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all good. Actually, I'm going to apologize ahead of time if my voice starts cracking because I was on the phone. I was watching a delayed replay of the game because I was on the phone with my brothers. Yesterday was my birthday, so I was catching up with family.
Yes, happy birthday!
Yes.
Yes,
I know we
thank
told you
you.
yesterday, but let's get it on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm just I'm happy and blessed to still be around for another year. And but yeah,
Another trip around the sun.
you got it, man. And but yeah, my brothers had me cracking up on the phone, man. So you know how that is. So my voice is real scratchy this morning, but I'm here and I'm raring to go. And I got my Pistons hat on. I got the old school Pistons hat. This is probably an antique.
like the
And Doc Hooper is sporting the new wave
yeah.
flat brim or whatever you call it. Looks good
Yeah.
on you, Doc.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit mix of an old school '90s logo because they brought that one back, which I loved.
I was gonna put on a Tiger shirt, but I went with I'm in Florida, so I got the Ron John t-shirt.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that's okay. Another
my sister and brother-in-law are down here with us, and they went to the Tiger game yesterday. They went into Lakeland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, that would be fun.
So I guess they lost 3-0, but they went and saw Scuba pitch, so
Love it.
they had a good
So
time.
why didn't you go?
We had other plans.
Oh, okay.
We could have, but we had other plans. We're like, stuff.
So are you planning on
It's kind of like
catching a
football.
game?
Kind of like football. No, to me, it's kind of like football exhibition. Don't do nothing for me. But I know a lot of people like it. Some people come down here just to watch the Tigers.
Oh yeah.
They'll, get a package and stay at Lakeland. I don't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's cool. But yeah, the Pistons, man, almost.
You said there was almost a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
You got it. I'll have to find it. Just that section. Basically, Cade.
Yeah, Cade.
I'm laughing because, Cade, he's like an up and coming star in the entire league.
Dude, absolutely.
Yeah, he's actually an MVP candidate.
As he
And
should be.
Absolutely.
As he should
so,
be.
yeah, so it's kind of funny because he's kind of, in a way, he's being a little bit more vocal about some things he doesn't like about the league, like some of the flopping that goes on and whatnot, which I think is good. Someone needs to say something about it. But he's putting his chest out a little bit. But I'm laughing to myself a little bit because the way the play happened was they called it an offensive foul, but when you watch the replay, hate to say it, but he just kind of pushed a player with two hands. He pushed him out of the way, and the defender fell on the ground. And so we were playing against San Antonio. So one of the other San Antonio players came and was kind of like pushing Cade away. And then, of course, Duran, who just came back from suspension,
Yep.
came in and had his finger in the player's face, like this close.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then
that's
the coaches on the Pistons side just cleared the bench real quick to try and stop everything.
Right. Because Beef Stew's still on suspension, right?
Yeah, and Duran just got back. You know,
we don't need no more suspensions, man. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here, right? Soon.
Exactly, man. And you know, I mean, and we're already getting that reputation. You know what I mean? Of you know, being overly aggressive at times and overly physical. So. So yeah, that was kind of a fun part of the game. Of course, like Doc said, we didn't win that game, but one of the interesting things, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, though, but the Spurs are like on a 5-game, I think it's like a 5-game Eastern road trip, and then when they get done, we go and play them again on their court. So we're going to play the Spurs again. I think it's around March 6th or 8th or something like that. I have to look at the schedule.
Take a look at that.
But it's not going to be, I think it's going to be
March 5th. Yep.
Yeah. So that's what, you know, less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
It's like a week and a half away. So,
yeah,
we're going to see him again. And hopefully we'll have Beef Stew back.
Yeah.
If he can stay on the roster. When he can
well, yeah.
No, that gave us a good taste of what to expect. And since we're on the subject, I think I mentioned this in previous tapings. I love the Pistons. I love the way they play now. I love everything about them. Nothing negative about the Pistons, but I just still, and some of the commentators have been talking about it too. You know, I still think we need another shooter, because what another shooter would do, like last night, you know, I mean, you know, we have our wingman. We have one wingman, but he didn't have a great night. And part of it is because we're playing a pretty good defensive team. If you got two shooters or two wings at times, it helps open the floor up for Cade a little bit more. And we need Cade to open them, because Cade didn't have great numbers. He played great last night, but the figures weren't great. It's just like Wemby. We played against Wemby, also known as the Alien. I love that nickname.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's so tall and lanky, he looks like an alien. But
like what, 7'2" or 7'5"? I mean, he's
7'4", man.
Yeah.
The dude is 7'4", and he's so
7'4".
athletic. Yeah, and every time you hear commentators commentate a game, like I haven't watched a ton, but I've watched a few games where Wemby's playing. They all say the same thing. They all say you got to see him in person. It's amazing to see how athletic he is in person, and it's just amazing. They say, yeah, that's part of why he has that nickname, the Alien. You know, not because of just the way he looks, but he's just totally different, and he's not from this earth at all. The dude is, I mean, he's considered a top 5 player, and he's only like playing in his second year. I think he's been in the league maybe 3 years, but I think he was injured. So, you know, he's considered a top 5 player, and last night he was altering, even if he doesn't get the block, he alters the shots. I mean, I think what was the final score on that game, Doc?
The final score of last night's game was 114 to 103.
I mean, you know how the Pistons have been playing.
Yeah. Oh, they
Uh,
easily break. They could easily
yeah.
break those numbers. But yeah, I mean, it was
So,
definitely a defensive game yesterday.
yeah. So I just want to throw that out there as that I don't know what else could be done to potentially get another shooter now. I mean, the
I
trade
was going to say
deadline.
that window's closed, right?
Yeah, and I don't keep up with all the rules on how things work. I mean, I think the trade deadline's done, but there's always some kind of an exception thing that can happen. You know what I mean? And I know I'm pretty sure it's still that way because
I don't know.
well, I'm just saying in a lot of
Yeah, no, I'm
sports.
saying I don't know. I'm not the basketball guy. That's
Yeah,
business. You're
I'm just saying, yeah, I'd have to
okay.
check into that, but I keep thinking that it's similar to like in football, sometimes you hear about, right before the playoffs, the team signs someone or
Right.
whatever for whatever reason because they come out of retirement or whatever. But anyway, well, we'll see. I mean, I definitely think we're going to be okay on the East, but when it comes to, uh, playoffs, we're going to see. And
I
tomorrow
think the
night,
Pistons are going all the way, man. As does Walter. I
Yeah,
think they're going all the way.
I
It's just
definitely,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I think, like I said, in the East, I think we're going to be good. I mean, even in the playoffs, as long as we stay healthy. See, that's the other thing too. I mean, that's with any team. It's a little different than football. I mean, football, every
healthy
sport
and no
injury.
suspensions.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, every sport injuries, can affect your roster and your game and your team. But
right.
with basketball, you only have 5 guys on the court at a time. So, you lose one guy, that's 20% of your roster. So, not to throw percentages out there like I'm a numbers guy or anything. I don't do mortgages for a living. But anyway, yeah, love the Pistons, man. I think it was a good
Yeah.
game. I think it was a great game. The other thing is, and I don't want to drag this out, but Doc, if you watch the whole game, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but when we're playing a good team like that, adrenaline was high in the beginning.
Yep.
Was my voice. Adrenaline was high in the beginning. Energy was high, but we play such intensive defense against a good team like that. Towards the end, man, we start slacking off a little bit.
Yes, I was gonna.
It's almost
Yeah,
it's comparable to like football. When your defense is on the field for too long, and they start getting tired, and just little mistakes here and there, they can't get over to cover someone or whatever. It's kind of the same thing.
yeah.
I mean, to me, it shows. It shows. I mean, you can't fault them. They're still trying, but when in today's NBA with the 3-point shot and stuff like that, a lot of times it's you got to make it out there to try and alter a 3-point shot, and if you're just a little bit slow by a fraction of a second, you're not going to be as effective as you would be.
Yeah, I definitely
So
noticed the steam ran out by like the fourth quarter, and I don't know it.
yeah, and
I just,
we have a deep team too, but
yes,
see, JB, the coach yesterday, he stuck to his core players, the starters and the second team for the most part. But like I said, it doesn't affect our record. We have one more loss. It's
yeah,
not a big deal.
yeah. In the overall league, we're still number 2. Oklahoma is number 1, like just by
Yeah, and
games.
we
And
play
we
we
face
play
them
Oklahoma tomorrow. Yep.
or Wednesday
We play
on the 25th, February 25th, for those that are watching after the fact. But
Yeah, we play
Right.
Oklahoma tomorrow. So yeah, this is a good week to test our team. But yeah, all the kudos in the world to Detroit
Heck
basketball.
yeah. It's been a hell of a season.
Yeah, and it's and there's still more to go. So looking forward
No
to
more to
it. So,
go. Yeah. So I still stand by my statement. I do believe that we will be a championship bound team this season. And I mean, after watch, if we could just tweak out a couple of things from after last night's performance, if let's say we do end up facing San Antonio for it all, then yeah, we gotta really alter some things. But yeah, no, overall, it was a solid game. It did give me some PTSD from the early 2000s, from the going to work Pistons era. I was like, oh man. So, but no, it was fun. They're just a fun team to watch. And I mean, to your point too, Professor, they're what they're doing, and even what Cade's doing, I think with the league in general, is they're not they're not playing nice. Like for too long, I think the NBA has just been, oh, we got to give props to that guy. We got to adapt this person, and it's just like no, like if I'm coming out here on the court, like I need to show you that this is my court, and we mean business. And I know a lot of commentators, in the sports realm have mentioned that when you come to Detroit, or Detroit goes to you, like you're gonna work for it. Like you're gonna put on your hard hat and get your lunch pail and get to work.
exactly. It's exactly how they put it, man.
That's
Yep.
right. So, but yeah, no, go
Okay.
Pistons.
Yep, go Pistons. So I see you get the Red Wings logo in your background there, or your Red Wings
Yeah, and
background.
you know why, man. I
I'm ready to
don't.
talk about this.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have any. I don't have any USA hockey
USA.
gear.
Did you guys get up and watch it?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
man. Woo, what a game! What a
What
game!
a
I mean,
game!
that game had everything in it, man. From losing a tooth to the game-winning goal in 3v3.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you
the-
caught it or not, because you might have been watching it like with Bloody Mary in your hand in the morning, because it was like
no.
it was in the morning. But not only did Jack Hughes, he lost two teeth, but the player that he heisted had chipped his tooth too.
Yeah. What a
Yep.
game, man!
God.
Tooth for a tooth.
And what a performance by Hellebuck, man.
Oh,
I mean, the penalty kill, he ended up 18 for 18 on penalty kill. Unbelievable.
yeah.
Man, I mean, when Canada had 5-on-3 against us, I was nervous.
I know that was the
Wow.
most nervous part of the game, man, right there. And but they didn't score. But
And then how cool the final, all four guys on the ice for USA from Michigan.
exactly. And we definitely want to
How
touch
cool
on
was that?
That was awesome. All the Michigan ties for both hockey teams, women's and men's. Because you got to remember the women's who scored the winning goal, Keller, she's from Michigan. So
Okay. I didn't
yep,
catch the women's. Not gonna lie. I didn't catch it.
Yep.
I know
she's from
they won the
Michigan,
gold,
too.
but I didn't catch it.
But yeah, the all of the Michigan connections.
Yeah, and one was from local for us, Grosse Pointe Woods. Zach Wierenski was from Grosse Pointe Woods.
Yep. And even even the first goal, which was scored by what's his name? But he's from Michigan, or played in the played with Dylan and in the developmental league. So,
Jack Hughes.
no, he scored the overtime goal, right? It was 2-1.
Yeah. Hughes had the winning goal. He's from
Mm.
Canton. He's from Canton, Michigan.
But
USA,
Boldy,
bring home the gold. Bring
It was
home
Boldy.
the gold.
yeah, Boldy scored the first goal, and Boldy is from Michigan. He played all these cats played together for the most part.
And bonus,
And
I don't think any of the Red Wings got. Well, it was just Larkin and Lucas Raymond that played from the Red Wings. Lucas Raymond was on the Swedish team, but no injuries that I heard of. So that's good because NHL starts back up tomorrow, Wednesday, and the Red Wings first game's Thursday. So
Yeah, no injuries for the Wings, which is great.
no, yes, because I was worried about. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried about that.
Well, I think a lot of people were, because you
Yeah.
see what happened with Sidney Crosby
Yes,
on the Canadian team. He couldn't play because of an injury. and I didn't even get the details, but it was bad enough where he missed the semi game,
Mm-hmm.
and then he missed the finals game. So I just heard it was some kind of a leg injury. He got checked really, really.
Well, in typical hockey fashion, it was a lower body injury.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I looked it up because I was curious what happened, and it's like someone asked me, like, what happened? I was like, lower body injury. They never give any details. I mean,
yeah,
it could be
man.
anything.
Yeah. So
But
yeah.
yeah,
So
man, USA for the gold, man. It was great. It was great.
Yeah,
Super
it was
exciting.
awesome. Now, since we're talking about it, and I think everyone's still just floating on air about the hockey team when we should. I think it was great that, like I said, men's and women's both got gold. And I mean, the men's it had been since the Miracle on Ice year, right? Since we got gold. It had been that long.
No.
For the men?
Yeah, that's not the last time they got gold. I don't believe it wasn't that long.
Yeah, I think they said that was the last time we got gold. We might have been in the finals, but I think they said that was the last time we got gold. Because it was just they said it was just under, when was the Miracle on Ice? Under 50 years?
It was the anniversary,
Yeah, Professor's right. It was 1980.
That's I thought they got it in like 2016 or something.
So they've won silver. They've won silver.
Oh, silver. Okay.
I mean, we might have been in the gold medal game,
right?
Yeah.
But I don't think we won since
of course
then.
The professor's right.
Yes.
Huh? Yeah.
I said, of course the professor's right.
Yeah.
That was. I think that's just what I had heard. I thought I heard it more than once. So.
Yeah, I went on Team USA Hockey's official page.
Okay.
So he is correct.
Yeah, but
I knew it was the anniversary of 1980. That there was the anniversary of that. It was like on the same day they were playing. So the date.
Oh, I got to bring this up because I just heard this last night. Yeah, that's true because I heard a clip last night. You guys have heard or seen the Miracle on Ice movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a movie about the Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how people come up with this stuff. In the movie, there's a clip where there's a list of names, like of players or something. Like I think these, and these are characters in the movie or something. But there's a list in the movie clip, and one of the names on the list, it says Jack Hughes. And they showed it. It was wild. I got to look it up further. I just heard it late last night. I was looking at it. I was like, that's crazy because Jack Hughes is the one that scored the overtime goal this year and won. So I don't know why that name showed up in the movie, but they showed the clip and it was on the news. So there's some weird connection about how that happened.
Is it like Simpsons?
Is there or is it AI? I never know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think but it was in the news. So, like I said, I have to do more homework into it to find out why that is. I'm sure you'll see something online about it today.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
But yeah, wanted to just throw all that love to the Pistons, throw all that love to the Wings,
USA,
to the USA hockey,
men's and women's, absolutely.
Yep. And I'm sure
I got a little football news today. I don't know if you guys heard.
No,
the Lions are playing in Germany this year.
I did. Yeah,
just announced it this morning. Yes.
Home team.
I don't know our opponent, and I don't have a date. They said 9 a.m., but they are definitely playing in Munich, Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, I got the text from the Lions, whatever the Lions thing that you subscribe to.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a link. I
don't understand why we don't know who they're playing. So the other team had to find out they're playing in Germany too, right? So that should be coming out soon, I imagine, probably in a couple hours, I would guess, if you don't know now.
Yeah.
I checked like 5 sources and no one knew who we were playing, just that we were scheduled to play in Germany this year.
Well, because the reason that they wanted to announce it right away, like you said, is because they're trying to sell tickets already.
Oh yes, there's already a package available. I was already sent that information. I don't know what I just saw the thing. I didn't.
Yep, they already got the promo. They already got the promo picture.
But yeah, there's a package available already. Yeah, airfare tickets, everything. There's already. So
yeah. So
was Mitchell Thomas.
Yeah. Be curious to see who. But I told you,
I am half German. But I am not planning on making the trip.
I was going to say, is Mitchell Thomas going to sport some lederhosen and have a Lions hat?
It'll be a 9 a.m. game with a Bloody Mary, probably. At home in Detroit. So, yeah.
No German beer, huh?
Well, I can get a German beer, but I'm not flying to Germany.
Yeah, but we've talked about this on previous episodes about, the overseas games, and our turn was coming, right?
Personally, yeah, because it's been a while since we had it. The last one we had, Jim Caldwell was our coach. I think that was in Great Britain, in London we played. So there's a couple of years we had him, and we would get up early and have little breakfast football parties, Bloody Marys, and breakfast burritos and stuff like that. But it's been a while. So I know it was Caldwell was the last time he was the coach last time we played overseas. Not a big fan of it, to be honest, as you know. So
yeah, same here. I mean, but they're expanding it, and that's why
I know. I don't want to. That's a whole nother show. Don't get me going.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So I wanted to tell you guys about this too. I stumbled upon this yesterday. I thought it was interesting. I don't know if you guys remember Jahvid Best, running back for the Lions.
Wow, there's a name I
yes, and I just stumbled upon this information yesterday. So I thought we'd share with you guys. So I remember him. He played with the Lions only 2 seasons. It was back when Jim Schwartz was our coach, and I was actually at the game, our first Monday Night Football game in like forever, because we were terrible under a million years. And it was 2011 against the Bears, and Jahvid Best busted an 88-yard touchdown run. And we beat the Bears. It was the craziest Monday night game I've ever been to. The crowd, I tell people this day, I've never seen it that loud. Even at our playoff games the last few years, nothing topped that Bears game to me. It was so extremely loud. And people were just on their feet the whole time. It was crazy. But I did not know this. So he got out of football because he had multiple concussions. So that's why he got out of football.
Yeah, as soon as you said his name, I was thinking about like what happened to him. I don't remember, but now that you say concussion,
that's why. Yeah, he had multiple concussions, and of course, so I mean, I'm glad he got out of football for his health's sake. He only played 23 games. He was on this team from 2010 to 2012, and then from there he went on and went to the Summer Olympics of 2016 and competed in the 100-meter dash. And he did not win, and he represented, I can't think of the country. It was where his father is from. It was like a Caribbean country. And this is the crazy, but this is what I saw. He currently not only is an advocate for, about concussions and everything, which is cool, but he's a law enforcement officer. He's a police officer for San Francisco Police Department, where he grew up.
Really?
So currently, present day, he is SFPD. Yep. So I thought that was really interesting. I was like, oh my God. Just, I don't know, name from the past, because I was a big fan of Jahvid Best. When we got him, there was big hopes for him. I mean, he had extreme speed when we got him. And then fell into those multiple concussions. He had some in college too, and just carried over to the NFL. So I'm just glad to hear he's doing okay and doing good health-wise. And it was just a name from the past. And it just, I don't know, I stumbled across it yesterday. I don't know what it was on. And it's like, oh my God. So I was like reading everything about him. So it's kind of cool.
That's really wild, man. Jahvid Best is the popo.
Yeah, he is. All right, there's the episode title.
I guess he grew up. That's his hometown. He grew up in San Francisco.
I would hate to see
I hope no criminals try and outrun him.
I was just gonna say I'd hate to see a shoplifter take something and try and run from him.
Hey, that would make
Oh,
for some great body cam YouTube footage.
I assume he still has his speed, like his Superman speed.
oh yeah, I'm sure he's still quick enough, man, for sure.
Well, I mean, 2012, so what? That's 14 years ago. So he's put on he's a little older, put in a few years, but I imagine he's still pretty speedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 30. Oh,
But no, I just thought that was really cool. I didn't catch his age. I don't know what age.
37.
Yeah, he's got to be what? 37?
He's 37.
Okay.
He's a year older than me.
Oh,
God.
young.
What have I done with my life? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Blast from the Past. That's a name. Yeah, I haven't heard that name.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, oh my God. I was just really shocked to hear. I haven't heard his name in a long time. And
Yeah.
like I said, I was at that game. I was at the game and witnessed him do that 88-yard
Would that also have been the time when Reggie Bush was with us?
No, before Reggie Bush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
it was 2011. 2011, we went so 2008 with the 0-16. Schwartz took over 9 and 10.
Okay.
11, he got us to the playoffs wild card game, and like I said, it was our first Monday night game in like 11 years. Mm-hmm. So Detroit, like our first national game other than Thanksgiving. So the crowd, I mean, it was like crazy. It was like the Super Bowl. The Lions fans back then, it was just crazy.
I think I do remember that. I do remember
they beat the Bears 24-13, but it was just the craziest game I've ever been to this day. Like the crowd, everything. I remember no one sat at all. Like even now, like everyone's on their feet on defense, screaming all the time, all the games, right? But on offense, usually it's always offense at work, and people sit down and watch it.
Yeah,
it was like if you wanted to see anything, you were on your feet standing that whole game. It was just crazy. And then I remember they showed the ESPN crew up in the booth. I think it was Gruden at the time, and the whole place went nuts when they welcomed ESPN. I think Chirico might have been there too. The whole place went nuts because, like I said, it was our first Monday Night Football game in forever. So people that were at that game, I've spoken to many people who are at that game. They all agree with me. So because some people are like, "Oh, come on, it wasn't that." I'm like, "No, it was." Anyone that was at that game, I'm pretty sure would agree with me. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Great times,
man.
Yeah, good times. Yeah, we didn't do nothing that year. We lost in the playoffs to Drew Brees and the Saints, but still good memories though. Good time.
Hall of Famer Drew Brees now. He just got inducted this year. I think, didn't we touch on that in the last episode?
Yeah, we just talked about that.
Yeah. So kudos to him again. I always liked Drew Brees. And definitely he was talented. There's something we didn't talk about in the last episode. I'm not going to bring it up right now, but we didn't really talk that. I don't think we didn't talk about some of the snubs for the Hall of Fame.
We didn't?
I don't think we really.
I thought we didn't. No, maybe you're right.
I think we might have talked about it outside, but I don't think we really.
After.
Yeah, after the fact or whatever.
Are you talking about your man Bill Belichick?
Oh, it's not my man, but but yeah, I mean, once again, I think when the news first broke,
I don't think Bill even cares. I know people were all up in arms about it. They didn't get a first ballot, but honestly, I don't think he gives a shit. That's just the way he is.
Well, I think he does, but I don't think
he does. I don't know. He hasn't said nothing.
I don't think he's ever going to show that he gives a shit. And don't get me wrong.
I mean, he'll be there.
He'll be there. Yeah. It was just first ballot, and the rules had just changed not too long ago about
I thought it was personally crazy that he's not in the first ballot.
Well, I did too until I heard some of the reasoning behind it. I think you and I talked about a little bit. That's why I don't think we taped about it, but. With some of the scandals and whatnot and everything, it kind of made sense in a way, but it is what it is. I mean, it's what's done is done. So, but the only thing that's interesting about it is that, because that happened to him, the conversation came up about, well, what's going to happen to Brady? Because he was on those teams and he was involved in the scandals. And even though he's the GOAT, is he going to get it on the first ballot? I don't know if you heard any of that.
It'd be crazy to me if he wasn't.
Well, we'll see. I just thought I'd throw that out there. You know what I mean? Because don't get me wrong. I agree totally that he's the GOAT, but I don't think he's the best quarterback ever.
Walter said about the Simpsons, how they predict stuff. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Ted. The movie Ted, when Tom Brady was in it. Ted with the teddy bear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got that series getting ready to come back out.
Was it Ted 2 that Tom Brady was on it? Anyways, when him and Mark Wahlberg break into Tom Brady's house and he's sleeping, and they said guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer. Like they're giving his whole bio, but they said guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer. So we'll see if that comes true.
Yeah.
That movie was so funny.
Well, they had the series.
Oh.
Yeah, they had the TED series, which it wasn't as raunchy, of course, but they're coming out with the series again.
Yeah, my buddy.
I just saw the movies.
Yeah, no, it's on
the one Tom Brady.
Yeah,
the Tom Brady one cracked me up. It was so funny.
Oh yeah, man, that man, the stuff that they come up with. Who's the guy that
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth?
Yep.
MacFarlane?
Yeah, and they're coming. Yeah, my buddy, my good friend from college, who was over watching the Super Bowl. He said that the TED series is absolutely hysterical. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out.
Did you guys say that's on Peacock?
It's on Peacock. Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yep. Not that we're doing
a
plug for Peacock or anything.
I know this keeps coming up, right?
Yeah. Peacock.
Although Notre Dame football.
Yeah,
Peacock, Notre Dame football. Go Irish.
Go blue.
Well, since you brought up college, I just want to touch on. I want to give some kudos again, man, to the Wolverine men's basketball team.
Yeah.
They hit the number 1 in the country spot. This past week or whatever. And they're they're
tournament.
Yeah, they're
college basketball is all about the tournament to me.
Well, it's almost March.
Yeah.
We
are
a couple weeks away.
March, and so this is the time that the teams need to be peaking right now, man. Yeah. And Michigan's been pretty solid all the way through. State's been doing pretty well. I mean, they're kind of the same thing.
Yeah, they're 12-4 right now.
They got a pretty good team, but
Michigan's 15-1.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's
again, it's all about the tournament to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Well,
no matter who's in, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's the different conference stuff. I mean, Michigan's good they're great right now this year. They're great, and they're great in the Big Ten. Their record shows, and they're just, they're really good. And they were good last year, but this year, man, they are really good.
Fire! How epic would it be if Michigan won it all in the tournament and the Pistons won it all for the championship? Oh man, 2026 would be. We're done.
Calm down, Walter.
Hey, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Just like with our boy, I know we talked about it on the last show, but our boy JV coming back. I want to see that pennant. I want to see that ring come home.
Yeah, talking about Tigers, man. With Verlander being home or whatever. But yeah, we got plenty of time to talk about them. They're jamming.
Pump the brakes. I hope so, but I think I said that last episode.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's the same JV. It's not the same JV from 15 years ago. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's still good. He's still got gas in the tank. I'm just saying
But it's.
I know. I'm glad he's home. I'm glad he's coming back too. But I'm just saying.
But it's also
not a guaranteed pennant here.
But it's also who he has on the pitching with him and the whole roster as a whole. So
Yeah, our
Well,
pitching staff should be decent, but we'll see what
yeah,
happens.
yeah. It's on paper. On paper, we look great right now as far as the possibilities. You know what I mean? But it's you. Everyone knows baseball's got the longest season, and it's just it can
Too
be
long.
crazy. So yeah. So we'll see how things play out. But it's exciting to know that that we're making an effort. I
Yeah.
think we've talked about that
So,
before. Teams
so
making an effort to try to do something.
yeah, I think we said that last episode. At least they're doing something. You were
yep,
happy to
Yeah,
see that they're making a move. Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
yeah.
So,
And
so yeah.
as we finish off the NHL hockey season, we're going to be looking to see if we can make the playoffs for the first time in many years this year as well. So, because the Wings have been looking good so
Like I
far.
said, games resume Thursday. So actually
Yeah,
Wednesday. The Red Wings are Thursday, but so yeah, with spring training though, spring is going to bring in. Let's segue into some real estate. Spring real estate market. Professor was talking to me about some down payment assistance programs that he wanted to touch on.
yeah. I think now might be a good time to talk about a few things. And
Absolutely.
one of the things that I wanted to talk about was as we gear up to remind people that there are some good down payment assistance programs out there, and I actually have access to a handful of good programs. Some down payment assistance, and I've got one special program that I'm going to mention here in a little bit.
So you have some other programs in addition to Mishta? Is
Exactly.
that what
We
you're
talked
saying?
about
Yeah.
Mishta because Mishta is probably, well, let me back up for a second. Down payment assistance programs vary from state to state here in the United States. Because a lot of that, because of different regulations from state to state and because of different ways of some of the ways some of the money is funneled. Okay. Without getting into too much detail and trying to stay correct in how I explain this, we've talked about Mishta, and people in Michigan might have heard of the Mishta Down Payment Assistance Program. That started years ago with, kind of like with federal money being given to different states, and the states kind of, they gave money to the states and they kind of said, hey, this is to help you promote home ownership, and you guys kind of come up with your programs on how you're going to do it. A lot of states have similar programs, but Michigan, if you do research, Michigan really has one of the better programs for that type of money, for that type of down payment assistance, which is why we talk about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And which, unfortunately, because when you have a good program like that, sometimes the other programs can't compete, so you don't hear about the other programs. But there are other programs out there.
Because
Not tons of
not everyone qualifies for the Mishta, but they could qualify for one of the other ones. And just
exactly.
because you don't qualify for Mishta, don't throw in the towel. That there's other options from lenders like David that we can get.
Yep. And that's why I wanted to just kind of touch on that. And I don't want to get into deep details, but I want to kind of give you a little bit of a difference
Because
between
everyone's situation
a
is
couple.
different, and you have to qualify for these.
Exactly. Yeah, there's always qualifications. You got to qualify. And I'm going to give it like one example with Mishta. Mishta's, like I said, is probably the best program. It's probably the program that's used the most for down payment assistance. But two things about it. One, it's not a forgivable grant when you get the money. You can get up to $10,000 in a lot of cases, but the money's not forgivable. You don't have to pay anything back right away. You don't ever have to make payments on that 10 grand. The 10 grand that you borrow doesn't accrue any interest, but you got to pay it back someday. So you got to pay it back when you either refinance your loan or when you sell the home. So if you're in the house, you never refinance, you're in the house for 12 years. When you sell it, that's when you pay back that 10 grand. Okay. Or whatever you borrowed of the 10 grand. So that's one thing that a lot of people aren't aware of. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that it's not forgivable. Not that it's a bad thing. The whole idea of the program is to help you at that time. You're basically using future equity to help you now to acquire a home. So it's great. Okay. Because a lot of people don't have 10 grand they can just pull out their butt to help buy a house.
Yeah, the
So it's
10
great.
grand's huge. It's huge. And me and you have done them.
It
I know
is.
you, of course, as a lender, have done tons of them, but I've done several with you for my clients. And yeah, it's just $10,000 is huge.
Yeah.
And they
And I'm
only
sure
need a
you've done.
1% investment,
Yeah.
1%. So if they're buying a $200,000 house, if they qualified for all that, and they're getting the mission of the 10 grand, they would need 2,000 of their own money. They could put more if needed, but in the grand scheme, they only 2,000 minimum. So in certain situations, someone could get in a house for 2 grand with
Yeah.
concessions and everything else. If we in the right situation.
Yep. 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 And, um, the other thing about the Michigan down payment assistance is that there are caps based on county or city on how much you can make to qualify. I'm talking about income. So if you make too much money, then you won't qualify.
Right.
Okay. So that's kind of a
That's where
negative
people
thing
need to
because
contact David to find out if you qualify.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean,
Now, do you have
I'm
to be
running
a first time buyer qualify for MISTA?
not in every area. That's
Right.
another thing, you know. So once again, there are some different things about Mishta, but that's why you want to get with a good mortgage professional, someone that handles Mishta, which I do. Not every lender handles Mishta. Okay, not
Correct.
every lender is approved
There's
to.
some big bank lenders that don't do MISTA.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. You know, um, there is, to my knowledge,
So Michigan State Housing Development Authority loan, correct?
yeah, that's
So for people
something
are
like
going,
that.
what's MISTA? What's MISTA? Michigan State Housing Development Authority loan. So
Correct.
for those
And
that I know we throw out acronyms all the time. Some people might be like, what the hell is MISTA?
no, that's a great point. And Mishta is an entity that doesn't just do down payment assistance. They do a lot of things to help homeowners. And I'm glad you brought that up because if you like go on the Mishta website or if you Google them, Mishta, MSHDA, you might see other things that they do. Like, for example, people that are going through a hardship paying their mortgage, let's say someone loses a job or something comes up they can't,
Good points.
that they're going to get behind the mortgage. Mishta has, they're like a nonprofit that can help with those different kind of things. So they help in a
Yeah,
lot
so
of
good
different areas.
information at that website if anyone's.
Yep,
Is
yep.
it .gov?
Yes, Michigan.gov. Well,
Oh,
you can go to
Michigan.gov.
Michigan.gov. They're hooked to the Michigan.gov
Okay.
website.
If you just Google MISTA, it'll come up.
Yeah, yeah. So,
MSHDA.
but no, I'm glad you brought that up because you're right. We
I
we
also
do
saw
throw out.
MISTA finally they dropped their rates a little too
Yep,
2 weeks
yep,
ago. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's been about 2 weeks
They're
now.
they're actually catching up to everyone else, is what I heard. So, but it's still they dropped it slightly.
Um,
Weren't they kind of
yeah,
catching
I
up
don't.
though? They were kind of behind actually
Well, I don't say
at
that
that
they're
point.
behind, and they
You know
weren't
what
really
I know
behind.
it's the wrong term, but you know what
Well,
I'm saying.
they're actually always competitive. Sometimes they're a little conservative. They wait a little bit longer, but
Right.
they usually have a pretty good finger on the pulse as to what they want to do because of the way they're set up. Usually, the rates they give, the market rate that they give, is usually better than everyone else.
Right.
Okay.
I've actually, I think I told you this before. I've sold some where clients didn't take the $10,000, but they still went through MISTA because they got a better interest rate. They qualified for MISTA, but they didn't need the down payment assistance. They didn't want to take the down payment assistance, but they did it to get the lower interest rate. So, and this was a year or two ago. At that time, it worked out for them.
And it's still kind of the same. See what
And it
people
still
forget.
can, but it's got to be the right circumstances, the right, depending when it is. When what rates go up and down every day, as we know.
Yeah, yeah, rates go up and down, but the thing that a lot of people forget is that if you qualify for Mishta and you don't need the down payment assistance money, like you said, you can get a better rate, but Mishta has guidelines. So if you can get that better rate, but you don't have to pay any discount points to get that rate.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's why it's
What
huge.
I'm specifically thinking about, this person was paying like 20% down and they got them And the lender was putting them through Mishta. I'm like, why are you going through Mishta? You're putting 20% down. So they're getting a better rate because they qualified for it. So, but they didn't use the down payment assistance, but got a lower rate than what regular conventional was. So
Exactly.
it worked out good. So, and qualified. They were in that guidelines, how much money they made, all that. So,
Right. Nope, you're right. So, once again, we're throwing out some details here and there. The whole point is that if you're interested in seeing if you qualify, you want more information, you need to reach out and see
and here's
what
the
you
other
qualify
thing.
for, what you don't.
I think there's going to be some good opportunities this spring. Their inventory, everything I'm seeing looks like inventory is going to be slightly higher. I think it's still going to be a seller's market, but there's going to be a lot more opportunities for buyers. It's not going to be so cutthroat, I don't think. The way it's looking now, we'll see what happens in a month. But I think there's going to be some, there's slightly more inventory that's going to be able to help buyers out where it won't be so crazy as we've seen in the years past.
Yeah, and I agree because a lot of times when we're talking here on the show, and Mike speaks, a lot of times he's talking more about the local real estate market, because he's rolling tune with the local.
Right.
Nationally, which I know you get some of these bulletins and whatnot, and I can't read all of them, but that trend is already happening nationally.
Yes. But what I always tell you guys, I always preach to everyone, real estate is local. Real estate is local. Always think that way. I'm in Florida for this week, and the real estate market here is nothing like it is in Michigan. Real estate is local. In fact, I went to an open house here just for shits and giggles and stopped by, and I ended up staying for a while talking to the realtor. We were chit-chatting and talking business and everything, and yeah, it's different. Things are it's the same, but it's different. Everywhere. So, but the market's different here than it is in Michigan. Like I said, it's different in Sterling Heights than it is in Grosse Pointe. It's different in Grosse Pointe than it is in Detroit. It's different in Detroit than it is in Livonia. So real estate is local.
Exactly, man.
You can get an idea, like you said, nationally, a thumbprint of it, but you always got to break it down.
Yeah, and
don't get me wrong. I still think you're still gonna run into some. I don't want people going, oh, there's multiple offers. You said there's opportunities. The nice ones that are priced right are still gonna have bidding wars this spring, but not all of them were like before. Like even the ones that weren't the primo ones where people were fighting them, and there's be a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, and I mean, and I still see that. I still see that. It's not just the fact that it might be a nice house. A lot of times, it's just in a neighborhood that's in demand. In a neighborhood.
Timing is everything too, as I mentioned. Not only is real estate local, but timing is huge.
Yep,
timing is huge.
You're
the only one in the sub on the market that's desirable. But who knows? In 4 months, there could be 5 on the market. Those ones aren't going to go crazy like the one did, right?
Yep.
I've seen it happen.
So, I'm glad you brought that up because that helps me segue into another down payment assistance program that I want to bring up. This one is called our community lending program. And I probably haven't talked to you a lot about it, Mike, because I know a lot of what you do is over here on the east side. And this is a down payment assistance program where you don't have to pay back the money.
Oh.
But it's area specific in certain areas, certain neighborhoods.
Is this through Top Flight or is this?
This is, yep. This is what we offer, okay, along with one of our lending partners. But it's a community lending program where the buyers, doesn't matter how much you make. If you qualify for the loan, and it's a conventional loan, and there's other parameters or whatever, but we don't care how much you make. So there's no cap on income, and you can get up to 2% or $4,500, whichever is less, to help with your down payment and closing costs. So once again, it's not 10 grand, but it's better than a sharp poke in the eye, and you don't have to pay it back.
Right.
You don't have to pay it back. And when I say it's kind
I
of
haven't
more,
seen those in a long time, to be honest.
yeah, when I say it's
Back
more
when
like,
Mishta was doing that, what was that? You remember? Was that 2012?
yeah, well,
Back then.
and that's just it. Mishnah does change up their programs once in a while. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, there was that time when they were running it. It's been a while now. Time's flying by.
Yeah. Well, and but with the community lending, I'll give you an example. I've got some clients right now, a couple that's looking in Southfield, and almost most of Southfield qualifies for this community lending. They happen to make more than the cap to qualify for Mishta, but they qualify for the community lending. So it's a good thing. At least we can get them some down payment assistance. It's a different program than Mishta. Like I said, they don't have to pay it back. We don't care that they make too much money. But it's pretty much, other than that, it's like a regular conventional loan for the most part. And it's great. Now, there are some other communities and lots of parts of Detroit, some of the nicer neighborhoods in Detroit where people might be interested, where they might qualify for the community lending. I'm talking about Detroit boundaries in the city of Detroit.
Now, you said west side, though. Is it only the west side of Detroit or east side too?
Like I said, Detroit's so big, it depends.
Yeah.
Okay. But
right.
Certain communities where with the community lending, they're basically, promoting home ownership in certain areas, similar to Mishta, just in a different way. There's some areas that just aren't eligible. Right. So once again, it's one of those things where you got to talk to a lender that has community lending, which we do, and, see if you qualify based on where you're looking. Sometimes it might change your mind. You might expand where you're looking because maybe there's some communities you didn't think of that are near where you're looking, that may qualify.
These are just options for people that may need down payment assistance. If you don't need it, Top Flight and David they'll help you out too. You still take clients that are 20% down, right? That don't need down payment assistance.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just
every day.
This is just part of your bag of tricks.
Yeah, this is just, I'm just bringing this out because, one of the things that you've heard a lot in the news recently, and you're still going to hear as we get into the selling season and buying season, is affordability. Okay. There's a big thing. Congress is talking about it. They're trying to make, for the past few years, they're saying, well, sales have been low because of affordability. Everything's getting so expensive, not just houses, but houses is usually your most expensive purchase you make, right? And homes aren't getting any cheaper, so it's had an effect.
Yeah. It's had an forecast I've seen for the local Metro Detroit area, inventory slightly increasing, sales prices will continue to rise slightly, not crazy, still going up, but not like 2 to 3%. Yeah. So
which is probably closer to average.
To an average to a good market. Yeah.
Yeah. So still a good market. But once again,
I personally, I don't want to see, I want homes affordable for people, but I don't really want to see prices start going down.
Yeah.
Right? No one does, really.
Exactly. Well, but that's why we're talking about this. I thought this would be a good time to bring this up. So, Mishta, you got community lending. And then I told you I was going to touch on another program, which is not down payment assistance. I'm not going to get deep into it right now. But and I think Doc heard a little bit about this at another meeting that we had in a group that we belong to.
I think
Mike
I
was
know what you're talking about.
Mike was sunbathing in Florida. But it's called the Dream Saver. This is a Dream Saver program. People that have a dream of owning a home, but they just don't think they qualify for some reason. Maybe they had a recent bankruptcy, and they've heard that you got to wait after a bankruptcy before you can apply for a mortgage or get a mortgage or whatever. But they're doing things right. Maybe they're ahead of schedule and they're getting their debt and their credit back on track, and they make good income. They're saving money. The Dream Saver, in a nutshell, what we'll do is we will pre-approve a buyer and kind of get a gauge as to where they're going, where they're at, where they're going with their income, their credit, and their life situation. And if you qualify, we will buy the house for them. We'll buy the house for them and put them in, and they will pay the mortgage. They will gain the equity. The nice thing about it is it's a complete real estate transaction. So the realtors get paid their commission. The buyer will gain the equity, but they won't be completely on title by themselves right away. So once again, without getting into a lot of details, it's a way that we can put them in an FHA loan. They can own a home, and then when they're ready, then they will take over. They will get their own mortgage. There's no exact set time. We kind of gauge that out. It's
almost,
not like,
I hate to say it, almost like a rent to own.
Oh,
I know you probably don't want to hear that term, but along those
lines. It's kind of like a cross between a rent to own or and a land contract, which land contracts aren't popular.
Or actually, it also sounds similar. I don't want to screw people up, but you'll know what I'm talking about. When I used to do relocation services, the company would buy their house so the client could move on, but the company would buy the house. So it kind of sounds similar to that.
Yeah, similar.
I don't want to complicate people, get them confused, but
yeah, it's once again,
they would have buyouts
program. So. There's a lot to it. We've actually been doing this program for a little while, but it's always getting tweaked.
What's it called?
Dream Saver.
Dream Saver.
We want to save your dream. Okay.
Dream.
So if you are listening,
you gotta get a little jingle for that.
Oh, we will.
Okay.
We will.
There we go.
Professor Underwood over here saving dreams.
Well, anyone that's listening, if you're interested or someone that might be interested, have them reach out. I mean, they can reach out to Mike, and Mike has my contact info. You can reach out to me, and we're gonna let you know here real quick. How are we doing on time, Doc?
We are. There is no actual time meter on here, but
I have a meter going. I got to wrap it up.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's about it for right now. Yeah. But in the meantime,
I think we're at about 50 minutes actually.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. In the meantime, I just wanted to let everyone know that if anyone wants to get a hold of me, Dave Underwood, Top Flight Home Loans, best way to reach me is to call or text 248-219-3457. And Mike
Mitchell, Realtor, 58 call or text 586-291-2652. And again, you can always Google Mike Mitchell, Realtor. I'll come up anywhere. I can hook you up with David. I can hook you up with Walter if you need some advertising, production advice.
Appreciate it.
Mortgages, I hook you up with David. I've got insurance people. I've got financial advisors. We have a whole bunch of people we can refer you to if you need a referral.
Yeah, anything you need. And once again, we appreciate everything that is done for us by Doc and Hooper Marketing.
Hooper Marketing.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, fellas. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate
And
you.
you're on today, right? People are going to see you today,
Yeah,
correct?
I
Yeah.
I have a yeah. I'm on camera today, so we're in
Cool.
the Pistons apparel.
Yeah.
So the rare occurrence.
The man
Detroit
behind the curtain.
basketball.
Yes, the man behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the
Yeah.
man behind the curtain.
So yeah, thank you all for
So
listening. And before you sign off, make sure you look down, click subscribe on YouTube.
there you go.
If you're watching on Spotify, rate us, give us a good rating, like and subscribe.
Yeah,
Appreciate you all.
we appreciate all the support. And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your vacation time down in Florida, Mike Mitchell,
I
and
will.
get home safely. Get home safely. Bring back some warm
Thank you.
weather to the Motor City.
I'm bringing back the sunshine.
Please do. Please do.
Please do. Please do. And until next time, folks, go Pistons.
Go Pistons.